What is something debunked as propaganda that is still widely believed? That the 9/11's hijackers were sponsored by Iraq. In reality, 15 of the 19 hijackers were citizens of Saudi Arabia and 11 of them received large amounts of money from members of the Saudi royal family, shortly before the attack. In 2016, the Obama administration, under pressure from the families of the 9/11's victims, tried to investigate Saudi Arabia. In response to the JASTA Act, Saudi Arabia threatened to sell $750 billion worth of American assets they own. This would destabilize the dollar. The 9/11's Commission's final report stated that it found no evidence that the Saudi government as an institution or senior Saudi officials individually funded al-Qaeda. This conclusion does not exclude the likelihood that charities with significant Saudi government sponsorship diverted funds to al-Qaeda. Catherine the Great dying from fucking a horse. Lie detector tests. They are easily rigged / straight up false most of the time and were outlawed from being used in court as evidence back in the 70s. It's why when YouTubers or shitty reality TV shows use them, many people treat their answers as factual. They aren't. Edit, spelling. Liebeck v. McDonald's Restaurants, also known as the McDonald's coffee case. In case you never heard of it, a woman sued McDonald's because the coffee was too hot and caused injury when she spilled some on herself by accident. McDonald's spent millions on smear campaigns trying to make her look like some sort of idiotic buffoon who filed a frivolous suit. Tons of corporate influence was applied in the media to villainize her. Ask most people, they think she lost and McDonald's won. Only that's not what happened. The coffee was between 180-190 F, 88 C, far higher than safe temperature and far higher than competition. She suffered major third-degree burns resulting in an 8-day stay in the hospital and skin grafts. A jury awarded her $200,000 in medical injuries and $2.7 million in punitive damages against McDonald's, later reduced by the trial judge. The parties settled without disclosure out of court during appeal. Basically, McDonald's was completely in the wrong and scalded this woman, and the court found them liable, but smear campaigns made her look like a moron and losing party. That Napoleon was short. That cracking your knuckles causes arthritis. Science nerd Donald Unger cracked the knuckles on his left hand only for 50 years, no arthritis. Suck it, Nana. That plastics are easily recyclable, and that message is bad for you. The food pyramid. Compare the widely available food pyramid and the one published by Harvard. The rampant tampering of Halloween candy. Is it weird that I still believe that rumor we all spread in middle school that Marilyn Manson had 2 ribs removed so he could suck his own dick? Butter helps a burn. That message is bad for you. OP asked about propaganda and everyone is dumping Snopes articles. I'd say the whole Iraq had a hand in 9/11's and also had weapons of mass destruction was recent large-scale propaganda that was debunked. If memory serves me right, something like 70% of people were convinced that Saddam Hussein and his regime had a direct hand in the 9/11's attacks. Post-war analysis and historians note that none of this was really true. Carrots improve eyesight. Asterisk well this blew up. So to address the comments I keep getting. The myth is carrots improving eyesight, mainly that eating enough gave RAF pilots night vision. Not carrots being good for your eyes. Carrots contain multiple vitamins that are beneficial, but, bearing a deficiency, they won't help you see better. That diamonds are rare and expensive to obtain. What's something a lot of people see as hot or sexual, but doesn't do anything for you? According to most porn sites right now, incest. Are y'all okay? Me, reading this thread. Agreed. Agreed. Yep, so nasty. Shit, that's my fetish. Oh yeah, that one is dumb. Scat, spit, and urine. I don't get it. Edit, thanks for all the upvotes. Anything extreme. Had an ex that was into knife play. I said I will try it for her. Brought out an actual knife. Asked her how many times she done this. I was the first one that said yes. I could not get over the number of women who thought the 50 Shades of Grey books were the hottest thing ever. I kept wondering if they had never read any erotica. Poorly written fan FIC of a poorly written series. SMH. Anything regarding food. I'll never understand how someone can be hungry and horny. Also when you eat blood rushes to your stomach, but when you have sex blood rushes to your genitals, so your body is all sorts of discombobulated if you mix the two. Edit, I'd prefer to be combobulated is all. Fisting. I'd rather not have my vag stretched out that much. I already feel a bit sore after regular sex sometimes. That would make me uncomfortable. Imagine the tears. At least with mine I know that would happen. Wow, I guess I'm just a degenerate. Acting like an alpha male or boss bitch. Shower sex. It's a good place for foreplay or to warm up the moment. But it's best to just hop out, dry off and then bang each other's brains out. Soul's ready to type a novel. The fake female porn noises. Yays 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 yays. Edit, thank you for the awards, yees. Big lips, if it's like naturally big lips then I don't mind, but when I see people who intentionally try making their lips I'll just wonder why. Edit, to clarify, I'm a bisexual girl. Fake tans. Why? Are you walking around the same color as an orange? I don't get it. Duck lips. Horrible. Who is a celebrity you want to sleep with but would be embarrassed to tell people about? Colin Mockery. I had a sex dream about John Lithgow last night. I was embarrassed to tell people though. I was just very confused. I told my sister about it immediately. Edited to add asterisk wow, way more people saw this than I thought would. For the record, I was less embarrassed that it was John Lithgow and more embarrassed by the sheer filthiness of my own subconscious. Dream Lithgow was 10/10 at sex. If you ever have a John Lithgow sex dream, I hope it is as fulfilling as mine. Alan Alda, in the 70s or in his 70s. He's still doing it for me. He would have been way too old for me but Christopher Lee. That voice and if he role-played as Saruman. This comment section is not nearly as cursed as I expected. Also this would make a great guessing game in the right sub. Noel Fielding. When I saw him on Taskmaster dressed in his pointy little witch boots playing soccer with an unreasonable amount of skill it made me feel things. Kermit the Frog. I will not be elaborating at this time. A young Steve Buscemi. Older Buscemi wouldn't embarrass me though. Stanley Tucci, I don't know why, but I'm super attracted to him. As a bonus, he can cook. Rick Moranis. Willem Dafoe. The embarrassing part is the fact that he's genuinely old enough to be my grandfather. Julie Andrews. Something about those Mary Poppins petticoats and the parasol awakens my chim-chim-cherie. Willem Dafoe, he looks like a cuddler. Tom Selleck. I know he is 40 years older than me, but I'd still climb his geriatric ass like a tree. Gordon Ramsay. I'd tell, but no one asks. Edit, please dear God stop dmang me pick up lines for Gordon Ramsay.